Imagine waking up and before you even pour your morning coffee, your newest hire has already figured out exactly why your conversions dropped overnight.
Right, and they've actually already sent you the fix.
Yeah, exactly. That is the promise we're looking at today because, as always, we're just browsing the AI Agent Store.ai website page today looking for tools that immediately impact how you work.
Yeah, and today we are focusing on Anamap, right? Which is a SaaS platform featuring this AI analyst coworker named Kartos.
Right, Carcos.
Right.
And to understand why this is standing out so much for startups, we really need to look at how it fundamentally changes how you interact with your metrics.
For sure, because it shifts the entire dynamic from just passive observation of data to active autonomous investigation.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the pitch here is that instead of you endlessly scrolling through dashboards, trying to find a needle in a haystack, Cardos acts like a colleague, tapping you on the shoulder with a fully investigated answer.
Exactly. It connects directly to your data streams. So when an anomaly occurs, it initiates a root cause investigation. It dynamically generates queries to isolate variables, checking if the drop is isolated to a specific device type or maybe a geographic region.
Wait, really? So instead of me seeing a red flashing light and then spending like 3 hours running those diagnostic queries myself, it's just autonomously running that logic tree in the background.
Yeah, that is the core mechanism. It doesn't just tell you that a metric moved, it actually tells you why.
Oh, wow.
And it learns your company context over time, too. Then it compiles this executive-ready summary and drops it right into where you already work, like Slack or email.
Getting answers directly in Slack is great. I mean, that's where the team is anyway.
Yeah.
But who is this actually built for? So what does this all mean for you? Do you just stop hiring data teams?
Well, what's fascinating here is how Anamap specifically positions this. They are explicitly targeting Series A and B startups, founders, and growth teams.
Okay, so smaller, leaner teams.
Right. People who desperately need proactive analyst coverage, but, they just aren't ready to absorb the massive overhead of a full-time data team yet.
That makes total sense. It bridges the gap before you can afford that headcount.
Yeah.
But I am curious about the autonomy. Like, is it just running totally unsupervised?
Not exactly. It's a semi-autonomous system. It is highly capable at the analytical, heavy lifting, spotting gaps and generating queries, but it operates as a closed source, paid coworker.
Right, so it doesn't completely replace human oversight.
Exactly. It surfaces the insights, but it definitely relies on a human for the final strategy.
Yeah, it's doing the grueling investigative work so you can actually steer the ship.
Which brings us to a bigger point, really. If an AI is instantly investigating root causes and just handing you decision-ready answers, how will this redefine the role of the human operator?
That is a massive paradigm shift.
Yeah. I mean, if the machine handles all the data crunching, will your future value lie entirely in the actions you take rather than the data you analyze?
Moving our worth from how well we gather information to what we actually do with it. That is definitely something to chew on.
For sure.
Well, we've got to wrap up, but you can check out the AI Agents Store.ai website page for more details.
Yeah, definitely go take a look.
Thank you so much for rating the podcast, and we'll catch you next time.